What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Glad to see everybody here already. Don't forget to get this stream started off the right way. If you have not already, please smash that like button for me. It does mean a lot, so thank you. And let's get right into this stream, shall we? What's going on, Artful? Welcome back. Matt's Market, thanks for the support, man. How's it going? Hope you're having a good week so far. Hello, Chazmandu. And what's going on to everybody else, which we'll run through the names in just a moment. Guys, we've got another green month here on our hands, just as Chazmandu said. Welcome to October. Welcome to a green month, finally. And I'm sure everybody's a little bit excited to see the way that we are positioned right now on Bitcoin and the way that the altcoins, to an extent, are at least holding their own, even though they're not going crazy right now. But we've got a little bit to talk about. Don't forget, drop your questions in the comment section so that by the time I get to your comment, I can just, that question will be there and we can just read right through it instead of having to pause and wait for questions to come in. What's going on, Artful again? Crypto Critter, what's going on, man? Thanks for showing some support. What's going on, Rick and Preezy? Can't wait till this is all over. Yeah, me neither. What's going on, Daniel? Elbash, thanks for showing that support, man. Welcome back to the stream. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Let's see how many people we can get in this stream. Now, as you've noticed, I haven't been streaming quite as often, guys, and that's just really because I don't want to wear, myself out, but I also don't want to wear you guys out either. If there's not a whole lot to talk about, then let's just save the day, and let's come back for another stream at a later time. Well, we've got a little bit more to talk about. So it was a little different a couple months ago, even up to like 2 months ago, as every day there was something new. There was a new catalyst. There was Dogecoin about to break out. There was all this stuff going on. But while we're trading sideways, it is sometimes good to just not look at the chart. Know that you have a trading plan. You're executing your plan. And, just take a break from looking at the ups and the downs on the 1 minute time frame, the 3 minute time frame. Is Dogecoin at 30 or is it at 25? Or, all this stuff. If it's not doing too much, just let it sit and wait for it to come to you. And that's what I'm practicing as well. Someone said the cam's a little blurry. I'm not sure how to fix that. I do apologize. I will look at it probably. Oh, it might be because I think I know what's up. Hang on. Maybe I don't. Looks like some glare from the sun. I don't know if I can get that off. We'll deal with it for now. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, sometimes it's just a good idea to take a break from the charts. But anyway, guys, we are back. I won't ramble on too much. Let's get right into it. Look at good old Bitcoin, the market leader here, taking off like a rocket. And, just over the last couple days, it's made so much movement here. And I'm proud to see Bitcoin stepping up and taking off as it should, as it deserves to, despite Elon Musk and his little situation that he caused here on this massive downtrend. Here we are right back up at the top, looking strong, looking like we want to break out and make new highs. So hey, that's a good idea, Preezy. Yes, I did see that chart, and it's actually a great visual. Without looking at, we discussed why aren't the altcoins moving yet, and what's probably going to happen. A lot of times what we see is after a bearish situation in the market, if there's already hype with the altcoins, they'll be ready to move as soon as the market leader moves. If there has not been hype, or if there's even been bearish sentiment, a lot of times the altcoins, the less popular coins, will lag behind the market leader. It'll wait for some kind of big confirmation of an uptrend. In this case, we're waiting a good long time here. It'll probably be once we break out and make new highs. And once we get comfortable in the new highs and a bull run is confirmed, a bullish continuation is confirmed, then usually the altcoins will then slingshot and catch up. All right. And here is, there was a chart that was created called the Path to Alt Season chart. And this was shared in our Discord group. If you remember there, you saw this already. But let's just take a look at it. So for anybody wondering, when are the altcoins going to take off and everything else? Bitcoin's already at these, about to make all-time highs. And we have Cardano's still sitting down at like $2.10. Our Dogecoin is still sitting at like 23, 24. And, all these other guys barely moving. Here we have it. All right. So phase one, the money flow phase one. flow of money moves into Bitcoin, causing the price to surge. This phase overlaps into phase 2, where Ethereum, percentage gain-wise, starts to outperform Bitcoin, and then we hear talks of the flippening, which is when people say that, the altcoins, whichever one, they're going to overtake Bitcoin. Everybody always starts getting this idea that Ethereum is going to just beat Bitcoin one day and it's only a matter of time, and then the altcoins, Dogecoin or whatever, is going to outperform Ethereum or Bitcoin. There's always this cycle of when these conversations start to form. Whether or not it's going to happen is a different discussion. But anyway, phase 1 overlaps phase 2. Phase overlap here, money flows from Bitcoin into Ethereum, but it still struggles to keep up with Bitcoin. Then Ethereum goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts to outperform it. All right, and so then here, phase 2, Ethereum does outperform Bitcoin, and then we start hearing talks about, that flippening. Is this it? Then phase 2 goes into this overlap stage. We'll just say 2.5. Money starts to trickle into the large caps where we see large buy-ups happening. The large cap, let's just say the top 5 on the crypto coinmarketcap.com list. Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin, and large caps are going parabolic following. Regardless of market cap, some altcoins with strong fundamentals are having pumps already. All right, so probably not Dogecoin, but other things like Cardano, Solana, and all those others, because Dogecoin fundamentals right now are not super strong. We need to be honest. All right, and then phase 4, alt season. Then this is the last phase, but it does come. You just have to be patient. Large caps have gone full vertical, and we're seeing blow off tops. Mid caps, low caps, micro caps all tend to pump. Large caps have been outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then it seems every coin's going parabolic regardless of the fundamentals. And I think we could remember something like that happening not long ago when we first started getting like somewhere around here in this little move here, and then also here, I think was another time that we saw just pretty much every coin just taking off like a rocket, regardless of what it was. But right now, guys, we're in phase 1, and let's just go to coinmarketcap.com here. Don't forget, guys, hit that like button if you have not already. I do appreciate it. But as you can see here, Bitcoin over the last 7 days up 7%. Ethereum is actually up 7.12. All right, so Ethereum is holding its own and is doing these percentage gain moves right up there with Bitcoin. And if anything, if you're looking at a lot of these altcoins and the way that they've performed over the last couple months compared to like how they're performing now, Ethereum is actually doing pretty much a 1-to-1 with Bitcoin here. Because let's keep in mind some things here. Last time that Bitcoin was, let's just say, when it hit this all-time high before the crash at about 64,000, or even here at about 60,000, when we were sitting at this price level on Bitcoin, Dogecoin was way up somewhere near 50 to 60 cents. All right, and some of these other guys, they just came up recently, so that's a little bit different. But if we're saying the ones that were up high and then crashed, Dogecoin was up pretty high. Ethereum was at 4,000. About 4,300 when Bitcoin was at about 60 to 64,000. And now Bitcoin's right back to that level, and Ethereum's pretty much right back to its 4,000 to 4,300 level where we're sitting. So by the time Bitcoin hits 64K, Ethereum's probably going to be at like 4K towards that, anywhere from 4 to 4,300, right back to where it came from, like 100% recovery when Bitcoin hits 100% recovery. Dogecoin still needs to go and gain 100% gain here to get back to where it was. Now, we were coming down off hype as well, so it's not all apples to apples. It's not 100% fair to just compare without considering the factors of what really had the price sitting at that level. But still, Ethereum's doing what it needs to be doing, and it's really setting up for that phase 1 into phase 2 overlap here. So we'll see what happens here. I think we're about to see Bitcoin break above this level here. All it takes is a break above that white, and I'm going to change the color here. Let's make this one purple. And let's make it orange. It's our warning line. All we need to see is Bitcoin break above this orange line and hold. And if it does, we're going to start to see a lot of FOMO buying kick in. You have to keep in mind there's a lot of people that are always going to be bearish no matter what, even if it doesn't make sense to be bearish, all right? So for the bears, what they're thinking is if we hit 64,900 or 65K again, As soon as we get there, people are going to start taking profit because it's now a resistance level. Anytime you have one high point, the next time we come up, it's a potential reversal point. It only makes sense to start to take profit at that same spot again, just assuming that there might not be enough buying pressure to get us through the level. So this is where people will take profit, and the bears will think, oh, well, if I go short here, this could just end up doing a double top and start to sell back off towards, 30s or maybe even just 40s, and I can make a big cash out here. So there probably will be a slowdown. But as soon as we get confirmation and on momentum break above 65,000 and hold above that, what's going to end up happening, even the people that didn't short or sell, that were just sitting on the sidelines, not fully believing we'd make it through, they're going to say, oh, we are going up. And so what they're going to do is they're going to buy in once we confirm that we're still going to continue. And one of the main reasons is because noob traders, they see sky as the limit. And they're not incorrect, but it's just, if they were being smart, they would have bought at a dip and then just been sitting here watching, right? Not buying in at the top, hoping the top keeps rising. But anyway, they're going to see, oh, now we're in all-time highs. Where is this thing even going to stop? Because there's no more resistance. Ooh, we could even go to 1 million, right? Everyone's brains just start to go crazy and explode. So that's when you're going to see a lot of those retail investors also start to pile in. The whales are already in here. Some more bought or loaded up even more here. And you might see a couple whale buys on a breakout here, but the majority of this move is not going to be whales buying in right as we break above. They'll start the move, but the smart money's already in, right? They're not going to be foolish, and you're not going to see all the whales sitting out all the way up to here and then buy the breakout. It's not how that works. They're in here, they doubled down here, they bought some more here, and they will buy a little more here just to make sure that move sparks. But then it's going to be FOMO retail traders really keeping this wave going. All right, until the whales decide, when it looks like it's slowing down, you'll see them take some profit, maybe go short on a pullback, and the usual trading movement. Anyway, as soon as we break above here, this thing's going to take off like a rocket. Where is it going to go? Anybody's guess, but we know that mentally we have price targets that everyone has in mind at this point, based off technical analysis, based off fundamental analysis, based off doing like the stock to flow forecasts. People are thinking 100K, minimum 100K by December 31st, by the time we get into January, by the end of the year. So that means everyone's price target right now is going to be anywhere from 100 to the higher prediction, which was like 200, anywhere from 100 to 200K. So we're going to start getting into a situation here where now that we're just in all-time high areas with no resistance, people are going to start thinking buying anywhere below 100K is value. And so you're just going to see people just start to load up, whether that's at 65, 70, 75, because they're thinking, okay, well, even if it pulls back, we're on track to hit our end of year target, which is 100K. And so we're going to see a lot of bullish momentum. This thing's going to take off like a rocket. All right. Then probably somewhere in this $80,000 to $100,000 area is when we're going to start to see things like Ethereum really taking off. And it's going to be partially because of that phase 2 we talked about. But at the same time, it's also going to be because Ethereum 2.0 is going to be coming. And the expectation is that it's going to be coming Q1 or Q2 of next year is when we should at least be hearing more. So by the time we're nearing year's end, we're also getting closer to ETH 2. And that's going to help propel Ethereum's price and really help with that flipping discussion. And maybe it will flip. We'll see. With ETH 2, it could flip to at least temporarily the percentage gain movement over time, but we'll see. But yeah, then we'll see Ethereum skyrocketing, somewhere up here. It'll probably be heading towards that $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 level, right around here. Maybe even more by the time we get here. And we'll just have to see how that plays out. Somewhere in this area, though, between 65K and 80,000, this is going to be the, in my opinion, time where the altcoins start to make their first moves, the moves that you're probably sitting right now waiting for them to make. Once we get a breakout and we start heading up here, I think we're going to see Dogecoin do, 24, 25, 26, 28, 30. And as soon as we get to a point where, because you have to factor in the coin you're talking about as well. and think about its levels and what levels it needs to break to get people feeling bullish on that particular coin. It's going to be different for every coin. Some might lag a day behind the other or whatever. For Dogecoin, that price target is going to be 30 cents. Whenever the Bitcoin crypto market gets pulled up enough to where Dogecoin breaks the 30-cent barrier again, everyone's going to start feeling a little more bullish on Dogecoin again, because they're going to be like, oh, I guess Dogecoin isn't dead, like we love to say every time Dogecoin goes under 25 cents. And so people are going to start FOMO buying into that. And then especially with the market in a bullish trend, everyone's going to be like, well, you can basically, every coin's going up now because Bitcoin's going up so hard with Ethereum that it's pulling the whole market up. So they're going to be like, just buy, you could buy whatever and make money at this point. And that's where we get into that phase, this alt season right here. That's where we're going to start getting into that. Everything's going to be taken off like a rocket. It's going to feel like no investment you make is going to be wrong, and you're going to see basically a crypto frenzy. And I think that will be some point, at least by the first half of next year, if not sooner. It really just depends on how fast Bitcoin gets up here. And the expectation is Bitcoin will get here over the next 2 months. So I would shorten the expectation to about 2 months before we start to see things like Dogecoin really take off. Now, obviously, that can be even further expedited if we get something like an Elon Musk announcement. So if we get Bitcoin for Tesla or Dogecoin for Tesla, or both, or one or the other, whatever. Any of those kind of things will make the crypto market explode yet again. So please keep that in mind. All right, that's my quick analysis. I'll read some comments, then do a little bit more, and then we'll probably wrap up. Because I do actually, like I said, I'm just trying to keep these short to the point and all that. All right. Did I see new, let's see, five long months feels like 2 years. You're right. Let's see. Did I see Upshot's new Twitter and new YouTube channel, Crypto Chris? Yes. And I'm very glad that he did get, as Preezy said, he got his channel deleted. I know everyone in the Twitter community that was familiar basically were like, okay guys, Upshot's back, make sure you do your due diligence and go to his YouTube channel and report it for spam and get it removed. And so yeah, he did get deleted. His Twitter is still up, but he only has like 200 followers. I don't think anyone's messing with that. So yeah, he does not deserve to have a say in the crypto community. And all he's probably going to do, guys, he cashed out with the rug pull, did it the worst way possible. He could have at least been more transparent, and I'm not going to want to talk about Upshot too much because that's not the point of the stream. But he could have at least just said, you know, guys, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. The money got to me. I still love the coin. I'm not going anywhere. Whatever. I mean, it was just really sketchy the way he did it. He told his friends that were invested to, hey, this thing's about to dump. We're about to rug pull. Make sure you get out. And then he went dark after this fake I'm backed against the wall, please feel bad for me video, and then he didn't show up for months. All right, it was just super dirty, scammy. I don't like it. All right, but then he let the smoke clear, let people stop talking about him for a couple months, and then he decides to come back under a new name with, you know, just reactivates his YouTube channel with all the same followers. And he didn't even have to work for it again. After doing what he did to his people, comes back, new logo, Chris Crypto, no longer Upshot. And just like, hey guys, I'm back. All right, where were we? Let's talk about Dogecoin. Oh, by the way, I still accept tips in Upcoin as well. And you know what he's probably going to do? His plan was probably to come back, buy some more Upcoin, say, hey guys, I already cashed out. But look, Upcoin, like I said, without my involvement, is still doing good. And it's probably still going to keep doing well. I'll still accept tips in it and slowly get people to build trust in Upcoin again, making them think that he's not involved, run the price up, and then him rug pull a second time. That would be my guess. So anyway, even whether that happens or not, definitely keep that guy off the YouTube streets, all right? Because it's not safe. Not safe for us innocent bystanders. Check out Tesla also, earnings call Wednesday. Yeah, Tesla, guys, I did see it a couple days ago, and it was taking off like a rocket. It was like 840. Wow, look at that. Tesla 870 here. And if we can break above Tesla 900, what we might even see is a cup and handle here, where we come up to 900, do a pullback towards the 50 EMA, which might sit somewhere around at that point 800 or 850. and then it just take off, all right, and then head towards 1,000, 1,100, whatever. Overall, I am bullish on Tesla. You guys know what I said, where I think it is reaching a point where the valuation has to start to get questioned because there's a lot of competition, but it's still the market leader in its space, and as long as it holds that spot, though the movement might be slowed down, the movement isn't stopping. So I'm still bullish on Tesla, overall, and I have been for the last couple of years. What's going on, Jonathan? Welcome to the stream. FTM. What's going on, Kadar? FTM. I forgot what FTM is. Let's see. So many names. Phantom. From a technical analysis standpoint, just looking at the chart here, I mean, it's a little extended. Just to be honest. I mean, if you just look at the last month, this was the end of September. And now, I mean, it bumped up from 140 all the way up to $2. But you could see here that over the last three months, it's just been going up in these little stages here. So that's not to say it won't keep going. I don't know anything about the coin, so I'm not really going to comment on. Okay, it's a top exchange. Oh, FTM. Sorry, it's one of the exchanges. All right. Let's see. I don't have any problem with exchanges. They're not going anywhere as long as it's legitimate. They're probably going to just increase in value as they get more traffic. So if that's an exchange you like, look for a good dip. That's really all I have to say about those. But now, overall, guys, now basically what I wanted to say, now is the time to be bullish. There is no reason to be bearish, all right? And I've been saying this for a long time. There were only two reasons to be bearish. One was small, and it was the infrastructure deal, okay? And once we figured out with the infrastructure situation that the government had no plans, regardless of passing or not, to actually get rid of crypto, and that wasn't their sly underlying intention, even then we still flipped bullish, just waiting for a pullback based off when the vote happened. That would have been a good little pullback where some people sold the news and we would have gotten a little dip to buy into. But even still, we were bullish there. That vote failed. And until further notice, that vote isn't popping back up. So, until it comes back, there's no reason to even be slightly bearish there. And the other thing was Evergrande. And we're seeing that there are some investors, large-scale investors, that are looking to help them out and buy some of that property to help with their debt. And so both of the main catalysts to be potentially bearish are kind of out the window right now. So what's holding Bitcoin back from going to the moon? And what's holding Dogecoin back from going to the moon? Really, it's just a little bit of time. That's really all it is. A little bit of time and just a little bit of buying pressure to get that spark to ignite the crypto market here. And we are just about there. Bull time? Yes, sir. Absolutely, Matt. It is bull time. And I'm excited for it. Hopefully you guys are too. And hopefully you guys have your positions locked in. If you don't, if you're looking for an altcoin to buy into or looking for a position to get with an altcoin, just go ahead and start buying. Do not all in. All right, this is not financial advice, by the way. I'm not saying to all in and YOLO all your money in just right now at Doge 2483 and call it a day. Now, you can if you believe in Dogecoin, okay, because it's not a bad price. But start buying. The buying process. Start accumulating. Load up. If it pulls back, load up some more. If it moves up and you think this is it and it's taken off, make sure you're in. Because like I said, there are no real bearish catalysts here, so why would you not be looking for an entry? And don't be like the other traders that we call the bad traders that we make fun of and that we make money off of when they buy and sell at the wrong times, all right, by looking at the market, waiting for it to take off, and then FOMO buying in once it's super late, and then that's probably where it's going to end up pulling back because it's so extended, and now you're the one that bought in at 45 cents Doge because you watched it at 25 and didn't think that was the bottom, and you didn't buy anything. All right, so start getting in. Make sure you have some kind of position. Once we hit Doge 35, 40, 50, 60, 70, $1, you'll be very, very happy that you didn't greed, because there's greed in both directions. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Dogecoin here looks like it might want to do a bit of an inverse head and shoulders here. Depends on if this holds. But that's a little irrelevant, to be honest. It really doesn't matter. I've kind of stopped doing a whole lot of short-term technical analysis on these altcoins because it just does not matter. We are coming up. It's not our turn in line quite yet. but that time is coming. Now is the accumulation time. Bitcoin giving us the signals that the bull run is about to start is a nice heads up that, you know, hey, Bitcoin is all the way back at 61, 62K, about to break 65K. The altcoins haven't moved yet, but you know that they will next. So what are you doing if you don't buy in when you get a signal like 3 weeks to a month or 2 months in advance, right? If you miss it, it's only your fault. So make sure you load it up. I said the same thing when we were at 19 cents. I said the same thing when we made that dip to 16 cents. Why aren't you loading up? And now here we are at 25. Don't be the one that waits till we hit 30 and then 35 and then say, oh, okay. Now that we've doubled in price since the first buy signal that Mariano gave us, now I guess I'll buy in. Don't be that guy. Just a thought. Anyway, guys, don't forget, hit the like button for those that come later. That way this stream, once it's uploaded to YouTube as a video, will get shared with other people. And I think that's pretty much going to do it. I do need to run, and we'll keep it short and to the point. So thanks, guys, for the support. I will be back live either tomorrow if there's some stuff to talk about, or, you know, very shortly thereafter when we've got some more news. So thanks for the support, guys, and I'll catch you guys next stream.